Good morning, welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast for December 22nd, 2018.
Today we're talking trailers.
Capcom is adding ads.
Uncharted news for the movie, not the game.
And we're talking about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Stay tuned!
Not how this works.
Hi, everybody.
That's not how
Brian's
this
got to
system...
move in a little. That'll
That's
also
not
help
how
with
it
the
works
there
here,
we go.
guys.
Hi,
Welcome to the
everybody.
Barrel Roll
Welcome.
News. This is how it works.
All four of us.
Yeah,
First time in a long...
I know.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, goodbye, guys.
Yeah, I'm out.
Too bad, you're
Mission
stuck.
accomplished. GG.
Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast, all the nerd news you need to know.
In the past week
Yes.
or so, sometimes we miss stuff. Sometimes
And as Tony says, it's the best podcast on the internet.
It is the... No, it's the best podcast in the world.
In the world.
The world does... If you
Wouldn't that
say
be the internet,
Yeah, wouldn't
though?
that be the internet?
What if there's countries that don't have internet?
Then it wouldn't be podcasting.
Then
Google's
podcast.
fixing that. They're putting balloons in the air with Wi-Fi and whatnot.
I'm okay with that. We'll
Then
just...
there wouldn't
We'll
be
just
podcasting, so there wouldn't be no internet.
no, it'll be called Dropcasts.
Yeah, we drop USB sticks with our show on.
Yeah, we call it the Dropcast.
We do it all the time.
A lot of
Do you
money.
not?
Yeah, we do it all the time.
A lot of
Dropcast.
money.
Just slingshot.
So we put our
just
money-
slingshot
We invest our
USBs.
money into that.
Oh, we are huge in weird third world parts of the world.
Zimbabwe? Great.
The
They
trick
love
is
us.
also sending down things that play a USB device.
You gotta ship it with the phone. You know, there's probably a million iPhone 4s out there that
Yeah.
we can just preload.
Exactly.
Just
that's
preload an
what
iPhone
we've
3G.
So we're here to talk about movie and game news from the past week. I'm Nick.
I'm Tony.
I'm Chris.
I'm
Welcome.
Brian.
Welcome.
I went in a weird order.
That's okay.
That
threw me
works. I
off.
like this.
It's fine, guys. It's
threw
fine.
me
We're
off.
cool. We're
Everything's
welcome to the,
changing.
I don't know what's going on
Changing.
anymore.
welcome to the show.
It's our last one for the year, the last newscast.
Well,
Yes.
newscast.
Because we're not talking about news next week. Next week, Friday, we are going to the past cast, where
The
we talk
past.
about
The year.
the whole year.
The year in advance.
A year in review.
A year in view and a year in the future.
Not
And
the
yes.
whole year. Parts of it.
Most of it.
And then a look forward. So it becomes
brief.
the unpast cast.
Guess what? It's
Future
post-
cast.
The post-past cast.
The not
Get-
present cast.
Guess what? Death Stranding is still not out. Guys,
You can use it again.
Tony's list is
the,
unchanged.
the New Mutants is still not out, guys.
Tony's list completely unchanged.
The future Tony's not.
Death Stranding and New Mutants are still not out.
Cool. So let's get to it.
Let's get into
Trailers.
this.
A bunch of trailers dropped this week. I think this is honestly some of the bigger news, so we're opening with it. But Hellboy and Men in Black. Hellboy came out first. So
Yes.
One of those I can't remember.
Hellboy it is.
And I can never remember his name. It's David something or other.
Yes, from Stranger Things.
Yes.
The sheriff from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
As Hellboy.
He's fine. He's fine. He sounds fine.
Yeah.
He's got the voice for it.
Why can't I think of his name? Does a lot of cowboy stuff. Shane.
Oh, yes.
Shane McDonald.
No.
Shane
Thank you. You're with me.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Shane McDougal.
No, it's not Mick. It's Mick something.
Yeah.
Shane
Because he's in John Wick.
Shane McFarlane.
No.
No.
Shane
McMichael.
Come back to me.
Yeah.
Shane
come,
Mc-
we'll,
Shane
we'll,
McDavis.
We'll run back. Either way, he is, I believe, the new professor of the
Father.
series. The,
So
the
and
father.
and this looks like a way more comic book
Ian. It's Ian.
movie, like more
Ian
faithful.
McShane.
Sure,
Ian McShane.
I'll make Shane.
Shane McKeon.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to.
All right, we'll play the game.
All right.
By the end of this show, we'll have an answer. Either way, he looks like he is the new father.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
Ian McShane.
He plays a good.
He's younger.
He's younger,
is
which I
much-
think
much better.
is good because it'll allow the movies to go further
And not die in the first one.
and not hopefully die in the first one. Although in the first one, that assassin created, I loved
Yeah.
him, the guy made out of like sand.
Yeah.
Great character.
Like Guillermo del Toro did a great job of Hellboy.
Yeah.
Like to be fair, he did an awesome job.
I really like the second one more. The Golden Army
me
is
too.
much better.
But Mike Mignola, the guy who created Hellboy, is a bigger part of the creation of this film.
Good.
Yes.
So it should be closer to comic accuracy for a lot
He
goofy.
just looks like the comic book version. Not
he
like,
does. There's even parts where like he starts getting beat up a little bit more, and like his face is a little bit more beat up. And
he's not even bulky. As bulky as
what he's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hellboy's physique has always been very like triangle, so chest heavy.
Yeah.
And you don't know how the rest of his body kind of holds him up.
It's mostly his jacket that kind of puffs
him out. Yeah. And I mean they played around with that with Ron Perlman, where it was just like, oh, we'll just make him like a brick house sort of build.
Yeah.
This one is legitimately they've gone for the top heaviness and the not as
I
heavy.
think people keep a lot of like this.
I think people keep forgetting. I think people keep forgetting that Hellboy was in Injustice as a playable character. So that even that was good.
Closer to a Mike Mignola imagery.
So yeah, like both this new movie and Injustice 2's version of it is pretty solid.
It looks no Abe Sapien that we've seen yet.
I mean, it's early. It's a little early.
I don't know if you will.
I don't know, and I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool if they do set this up as a very like early Hellboy type thing.
And there's it's.
I believe one of them is supposed to be the Pyro. Yeah.
You know what? There's a lot of world building that
Mike Mignola over the years, because he's the only person who really does Hellboy. Like, it's not like other comics where you have multiple people writing it. He is like the guy. So if you go to buy Hellboy comics, there's not a ton of Hellboy comics. Even BRPD, like there's not a lot of stuff because he's very careful about his world. So I think, having this movie do that kind of thing will be good. One of my coworkers, we were talking about it, and he's like, everybody's English.
Yes.
And I'm like, yes.
Supposed to.
Well, but the original, they weren't.
No, yeah.
No.
Everybody was kind of all over the place when it came to stuff, and they were more centralized in America, where, this one, he globetrots, which is the other piece of it. Like, Hellboy's not just like, oh, I am here in the United States to destroy a museum, which is clearly going to happen again in this film.
Yes.
He goes all over the place. Like, one of the coolest, I think it was a video that I watched that was based off one of the comics, was he goes to Japan and fights, like, this samurai kind of spirit in the woods. And there's not a lot of dialogue, and it's just, him in the woods. And he does crack wise every once in a while. But he has, like, this samurai showdown type thing. And you're like, yeah!
And he's fighting with his fist.
And in all honesty, I would love to see, like, a Baba Yaga type, thing in the movie. Because Baba Yaga was a big story for Hellboy 2.
And we'll see if they...
Now that Ant-Man has destroyed, all hope of Baba Yaga ever being, like, scary again.
We're good. It's fine.
Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga!
So, yes, that trailer dropped this week.
I'm excited.
Looking good.
And people online were complaining because it's not as dark as they were promised.
I wasn't expecting dark.
We were promised an R-rated film. There was one part where he shoots.
A bad word.
Well, no, there's even that one shot where like the gun comes up and he shoots whatever demon that was. Like the splatter from behind, you're going, yeah, they've ramped up the.
It can still be dark and R-rated and funny at the same time.
No, dark comedy is not like.
I think you need to watch Deadpool.
Like.
Which one?
All. Well, I guess specifically the first two.
Not the Christmas special.
Well, because it's just the second.
It's PG-13.
It's PG-13.
So that one dropped.
Yes.
And then
we got
Men in Black.
We got Thor and Valkyrie.
Fighting with Qui-Gon.
With Qui-Gon Jinn and Emma Thompson. So Nanny McPhee.
All good. So Men in Black International.
Yes.
They're going to London.
Yes, as the song clearly denoted in the trailer.
Yes.
It's the only part of the song that I'm like, this is kind of a catchy tune, and all of a sudden they're like, my London! And I'm like, oh. It's very striking. I now know where I am.
Yeah.
The big Ferris wheel and the tower didn't set me off, but...
Yes. Just in case you didn't know.
In case you didn't know,
I love the fact that it's still Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson working together again.
I know.
It's the weirdest, like, oh, remember that movie we did? Yeah, we're doing another one together.
That's what I said to my wife, because I'm like, I played the trailer, and I'm sitting there going, these two again, and I'm like, I'm excited, because she rocked it in Thor.
She did a really good job.
Like, I'm more excited for her in this film than Chris Hemsworth, because I know what Chris Hemsworth can really do. Yeah. Comedy-wise, like I've seen him enough times doing stuff where I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be good. But seeing her, I'm like, Yes.
I like seeing
seeing
excited.
Liam Neeson not in a movie where he's avenging someone
or being a villain.
I'm not counting that one out yet. Let's be fair.
Know.
Yeah, he could be.
But in all honesty, with him not sitting there going like, "You've killed my," I can't use dog because that's John Wick. Daughter, he's done. Wife, he's done. Like,
himself.
Cat.
You took my cat. I will find you. Like, I don't need that from him anymore. And there's another one coming out where he drives a snowplow and kills people.
Yes.
Of course there is. It's too easy for that.
So Canadian.
It's next is a Zamboni. Next is a Zamboni machine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Deadpool got that one already.
I'm gonna get you
in like 5 minutes.
But that's
so Men in Black,
that'll be cool. And Emma Thompson, I like, so having that female character, witty kind of.
Tessa Thompson or
Emma Thompson.
Well, Tessa Thompson she'll be funny too.
Yeah.
Super looking forward to that film.
I like the little nod to Thor.
The Thor piece at the very, very end. That's
a really good catch.
I was
not expecting that. Again, more excited about that movie than I thought.
I was always ready for more Men in Black.
And I do like how they set up when they say like he is one of the better agents, and they show those pictures. You see the Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith. Like they've clearly like memorialized big events now at MIB. Like remember when these guys saved the day?
Yeah.
Forget all the other times they've done stuff.
How many other agents have done that? Is the big.
I think that's the big piece. And then the other picture is Liam Neeson and Chris Hemsworth on their own photo. So they've clearly done something outside of this movie.
And it's obviously
cool.
Right.
And they're obviously in different chapters because the one that we've always watched is in America, in New York. Yeah. This one's going to be London.
Yeah.
International. As the
they
name.
Might have to fly back to New York.
Or what if it's both places at the same time?
I feel like that's what part of that tube scene is, where she's like underground getting piloted somewhere. Is she's good? They're going MIB has a large network of tubes
that doesn't surprise me.
Connects all of their.
Are we expecting any cameos?
I don't think that they.
I think Will Smith is too expensive.
I was gonna say, if anything, you're gonna get a Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Or Thanos is gonna. Yeah.
Or Josh Brolin. Just get Josh Brolin.
Thanos
Which would throw up.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean MIB is in the same universe as the MCU?
No, because Thor and they can't exist together.
Yeah,
what's that movie? Time Cop? They can't touch or they explode.
Yes, that's Time Cop.
Yeah.
Atoms cannot share the same space and time.
So I do like how Chris Hemsworth's character is very much the lazy agent at this point, because I think.
But he's the best.
But he's still
because I'm judging from that picture was painted after they saved the world, and he just didn't have to work anymore because he was like
rock star.
I'm the
best
rock
guy
star
around here now. Like job done.
Sleeping on.
Oh yeah, it's like it's Taco Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesdays tacos.
Just finishing my meditation.
Or he's just bored by everything now because again he's done he's saved the world big.
N amount of times.
Yeah, he's done.
Agent H.
Yeah. And obviously our newer character is she's brainy because she's found MIB after
20 years.
The first person.
20 years. So what? That makes her.
Was it 20 years?
Yeah, she says 20. She's like, I've been looking for 20 years, and I finally found
she was like either 10.
That's my thought process. Is like
10?
you were 6, and we're like, I saw an alien and a bunch of guys in black suits show up, and since then I've been looking for you.
That's gonna be the opening sequence.
Yeah. I'm gonna find you.
And I looked away at the right time, so I didn't get. Or she wore the glasses.
She just found some Ray-Bans and was like, I got this, yo.
I'm gonna be you later. I'm gonna be with you.
So I'm intrigued by that part.
I just want to see more.
I do.
I love the 1 and 3.
Yeah.
I loved 1.
I like
not
1.
so much.
I like 1. I thought Josh Brolin did a really good job in 3.
He did a good job.
3 itself, I didn't think was the greatest
story.
film. Yeah.
You know what? I liked the story. I liked how it tied itself in with the first movie.
It roped its way through. But
so I liked that.
But I thought Josh Brolin's performance as Tommy Lee Jones, playing.
He did so good.
He did a good job, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin, crazy good actor.
Yeah.
In case you guys haven't noticed in Hollywood,
he's got depth. He's got breadth. He's got range.
He can play an 8-foot tall purple man. He can play Tommy Lee Jones.
A half cyborg man.
Yeah, exactly.
He can.
He's also good in Sicario.
Is it Cicero or Sicario or whatever? Sicario. I'm not sure.
I know you talked about that movie, but yeah, like, and again, Josh Brolin, we've talked about this before. I think he just has fun.
Yeah.
He's starting to get at a point in his career, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he can only Thanos for so many times.
Well, no, but
One more time.
Let's face it, he's going to make a bundle off of the MCU. He's never going to have to work again and do, like, he can pick which roles he wants to do.
Yes.
So the fact that he gets to do Cable, like, that's fun. Because he'll be back.
I would like to see him do some more voice acting stuff, like in cartoons, maybe. Like, as a one-off. I'd like to see that.
I don't know about that one. I watched John Mulaney. Apparently he's Spider-Ham, so just another reason to see that Spider-Verse movie. Building up slowly. The only person
I got the game or the movie of the year.
The only voice actor I don't like in that is the guy playing regular Peter Parker.
He's good.
I like him as an actor. I just don't want him as Peter Parker.
You'd be surprised.
Nicolas Cage, like I saw, I'm cool with him being Spider-Man. Like I've got the gist of most of it. It's just the regular Peter Parker that I think throws me off the most.
There's a reason for.
I get it.
There's a reason for the way he acts.
So either way, those are the trailers that dropped. I'm excited for both of these films. MIB, I think, is the more spectacular, like, summer blockbuster flick.
It's one of those things that we weren't sure if we were going to enjoy another one when they said they were going to make.
As long as it wasn't following the same. Like, we're just doing number 4. Like, now Tommy Lee Jones is stuck in a time warp, so you're not actually going to really see him. And a young Will Smith is going to have to save him. And
then it's Jaden Smith playing his younger self.
Like something like, that's what, when they say new MIB, you're going, oh, no.
I'm glad
now that they're just like, oh, different branch, new agents.
And they can get away with that because it's aliens. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and they're an agency. You could have legitimately gone like 2 desks over.
Yeah.
And been like, and this is the story of Bob and Janine. Like.
No, Agent B and Agent J.
Sorry. Yeah. They already have Agent J.
They already have Agent
G.
G.
Yeah,
Agent
we'll go
G.
with Agent G.
The G-Man.
You can't have more than 26 agents at a time. I feel like there was more agents in those movies.
Well, do they just add another D?
Oh, in each department.
Maybe they
that would get confusing.
Because then they go to another one.
Paging Agent A from accounting. Agent A
or they go
from accounting.
I don't think
J2. G2.
No, they just add another letter.
Number.
JJ. JJ.
I would not want to be Agent
D.
I would not like to be DD.
AA.
Hi, my name is AA.
Moving on, I guess.
Moving on.
Yeah. So Capcom confuses me. I don't know if you guys are confused about what they do. Street Fighter V has had a really rocky launch when it released with basically no content. What was it, like 2 years ago now?
Sure.
Something like that.
I don't get into these fighting games.
But I think the big stink. Well, recently they've been picking up a lot of steam. They had a lot of good character reveals, a lot of characters coming out. Season passes have been doing very well. Competitively, have been doing very well for them. But unfortunately, they did one of 2 things. The first one is they announced their new character for the next season. It's Ryu. It's another Ryu.
But Ryu's already in the game.
It's evil Ryu.
But Ryu's already in
they can do evil everyone.
So the backstory behind it is that
people.
Apparently the how to know something. Can't remember off the top.
How to Train Your Dragon?
Something like that.
Yeah.
The evil spirit within Ryu basically got pissed off at Ryu and said, "Fuck this! I am going to manifest. I'm going to manifest myself into a physical form. Also, I look like you."
Because it makes it really easy for the developers.
Yeah.
He's darker clothes.
With horns and fangs.
Oh, he's a vampire.
So, yeah, sure.
So they went evil. What's his name from Tekken?
Evil.
Yeah.
Super evil Ryu. Named Kage, and the fans and
well, so he's not evil Ryu. He has a name.
Kage.
He has an identity.
He has darker clothes.
He does. I think you can quarter circle punch and still throw a fireball with him.
Isn't that every character?
But he's a demon, so that makes sense.
They've extended it a little bit.
He's a demon doing those quarter circle punch.
He still has his hurricane kick. He still does the raging demon from Akuma. So the fans are kind of like, you're charging us $6 for another Ryu clone?
Yes.
That's cool. Or you can unlock him with fight money.
Hey
Sisu.
Morning. Or you can unlock him with fight money, which you now can earn faster if you turn on ads
Excellent.
in Street Fighter 5.
Now, they just put them on, like, billboards in the background and stuff, right, Tony?
No, absolutely. You would think that would be the right thing to do. Well, boy howdy, you can now play as a Guile. Instead of his iconic American flag tattoo, you can have a giant ad on his arm.
How effective is that as an ad, though?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because he does the.
All the stances,
I guess so.
all the stances, especially in like victory poses, they're gonna make sure that.
Oh sure,
up
like
there.
they'll extend, yeah. His bicep, his arm just
and it's just
quadruples in size.
And it's just so blatantly offensive. Like with Dhalsim's character, his necklace of skulls. Now they've got ads on them.
They had tattoos on the skulls.
So the Dhalsim that you know, like this, according to the lore in Street Fighter, those skulls are like the children of like dead children.
Put those on our skulls.
Now with barrel roll news. Now with ads.
You get more fight money now.
Yes.
You get more fight money.
More money, please.
The other one, some of the other ones were like little lapel pins on characters' clothings. Akuma, the back of his gi now has an ad space. So after you get more fight money.
No, you get more money.
Now you get more money. We all get more fight money now. So the thing is, the nice thing is you can actually turn off the ads, but you don't get
the extra fight money.
The extra fight money. Negan and Tekken. He's
Walking Dead
I don't play
character.
Tekken, so I don't know.
Oh,
Walking
like
Dead.
Negan is Walking Dead in a Tekken game?
Yes, he's got a bat and everything.
I don't think it works.
Apparently, he's fun.
That would fit better. Mortal Kombat would fit better. But in all honesty, Tekken to me has always been the actual. Well, it used to be.
They had a lot of good guest characters the past couple seasons.
Well, but it was always a martial arts game. Like if you picked the guy who did Taekwondo and you kind of knew Taekwondo, you could kind of figure out like, oh, that's it. But
it's not that anymore.
Then that's a shame because that's what that's what Tekken was really good at. Was like you.
That was like Soul Calibur too. Soul Calibur, every weapon felt a little bit different. Yeah, everyone kind of feels.
Because I remember the original Tekken, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, like those ones where you picked up a guy and you're like, oh, he's all kicks, so I got to go this way.
Or this guy is a boxer, so he does not kick. So you hit the kick button, he does not kick.
That's what I mean. Like Negan would be really good. Like if he comes with a baseball bat and he's a heavy brawler.
Honestly,
really,
Negan, in my opinion, he would have been better in Soul Calibur.
Also better.
He would have been much better in Soul Calibur just because everybody's got a weapon.
Yeah.
And they're made by the same company.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that didn't.
Yeah, Soul Calibur or Mortal Kombat. I'm with you on that one, Sisu. But yeah, Tekken's a weird game for.
I think last season they got.
I don't know if Negan really fits anywhere.
The last season
Mortal Kombat.
The last DLC season or the first season pass, they got the Final Fantasy 15 main character.
In Tekken.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat they've been adding like Jason
and the alien.
That makes more sense.
Oh, anybody can make it into Mortal Kombat because it's Mortal Kombat.
Except for Turtles. They're in Injustice.
And they're in Injustice.
And Mortal Kombat 11's coming out, so looking forward to seeing what that one looks like.
And that's just it, is you already have those kinds of characters.
Yeah.
And the Mortal Kombat universe, like, you have literal humans fighting. It's not like you have to be an immortal. Like, you have...
Mortal Kombat? No, they're demons and gods.
Some of them are, not all of them. What's his name?
Yeah,
the actor
guy.
Yeah.
Luke Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Luke Cage.
That's why I didn't say anything, because that was the only name in my mouth. But I knew his last name was Cage. Yeah, Johnny Cage. Like
Striker?
Yeah.
Striker.
He does some of his stuff.
Sonya?
No.
Sonya barely has abilities.
Yeah. Now they all do now, because, I mean, we're on 11, and they've, morphed and...
Time travel.
Johnny Cage has had a daughter at this point who
they're gonna time travel again for 11.
They have to. And back we go to the original Mortal Kombat.
And at this point, that would be the best way to do that game because it's just one of those crazy things that everything just happens.
Anything can happen in Mortal Kombat, which is delightful.
Yeah.
That's why it's actually really good fighting scene.
Unlike Marvel versus Capcom. So speaking of Capcom, yes,
ads.
You can have ad space in Street Fighter 5 for more fight money. Woo! So that's the new thing.
There you go.
That's ridiculous.
No, but he's getting more fight money.
I'm getting more ad revenue from, I don't know. We don't make ad revenue from anything.
You get more fight money. So yeah, I thought that was just the weirdest piece of any. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how to get our ads into
Johnny Old Age.
Oh, Johnny Old Age.
Yes, he is old already. He's old as shit in that.
So when we go out after the podcast, we'll just tape these to ourselves as we go places,
and we get more fight money.
Yeah,
Get more fight money.
Just take a pile of these with us, leave them on a table.
So
almost.
That was bad. No, it was not bad, Sisu.
There we go.
Yeah, we have glasses. They hold things. Mine don't.
It took a little
you're
bit.
flat.
I can't move my head.
Oh, okay. Oh, here. Yeah, take a card. Everybody
No.
take a card. Everybody.
I lost my fight money.
Oh no. Hold on. I'm gonna earn mad fight money, guys. Mad fight money. Hold on.
We have a lot of stuff.
I have a lot of things that have our logo on it.
Now this microphone is earning fight money.
It's already earning fight money.
Double the amount.
Either way.
Yeah.
And no, that was not bad, Cece. Did you hear about the guy who painted his...
No.
Well, that was a horrible idea. That stuff never comes
I was
off.
gonna say.
Now he's gonna mark every female.
Well, you know who you slept with.
It was pretty nuts.
Ah!
I don't get it.
It was pretty. Because he made them pretty.
Oh, glitter.
What?
So.
We got you.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Temp.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Advertising. I want more.
Fight monies.
Give me more.
You get fight money.
Will
you get fight money.
Will you be selling any of this?
We could.
No.
You want a postcard?
I'll
I
just
can
mail
mail it to you. No, we don't sell anything because it costs us too much to make in the long run to sell. So,
No.
if you guys can get the channel popular enough, boy howdy, we'll sell you
we'll,
stuff.
We'll sell you Brian.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
The only reason we don't actually sell stuff is it ends up being like $30 a T-shirt, which I don't think is a fair price for a T-shirt.
No.
So
No. And that's 30 our bucks.
and that's 30 Canadian. So I mean, like no, I have watched some of that every once in a while.
I've never
It's
seen it
sunny.
at all.
Aye.
I've never seen it at all.
Ooh.
Wait, what? Why?
So we can run around hotels and put our signs up.
I was just gonna say that's the only time I use these.
Ooh, magnet.
Could you hang it on your car mirror?
What is this hanging from your windshield?
I already have a Pikachu.
Just have it hang there? It's my parking pass. For what?
Oh, these are
It's a
magnets.
multi-pass.
You get a magnet.
Multi-pass. I got one. I
know you got one already, and you get a magnet.
Why does it come in an envelope?
So we can leave them places. You get a magnet.
Fight money. It's called fight money.
I missed. I see.
It doesn't stick. Okay. All right, moving.
It doesn't.
Okay, and here's the other thing about just product stuff from Barrel Roll.
Hey. I put that there.
I know it blocks the part. There's controls here that I.
We don't need to control. Definitely don't put it there.
Why? There's no moving parts.
There's no magnets.
Either way, the only reason I don't
can
is
move
because
my head.
it's like $30 for a T-shirt,
Give him another one.
and in the long run, we make like $2 off the T-shirt. So really, the only person making money off the T-shirt is the T-shirt making place.
Yes.
And so it's like, one, you're paying too much for a T-shirt, and two, or a
Depends
cup.
how much you care about us.
If you really want a T-shirt, I can legitimately just
We'll message us later.
just send us a message, send us an email. If you don't know the email, it's hanging off of Brian's stuff. It's also right there.
It's also on our website at www.barrelnews.com.
Look, all that info is right there. If only we had a ticker at the bottom like we were planned on doing 8,000 years ago. Either way, that's that. So Capcom ads.
Yes, ads are in your Street
So I'm blaming
Fighter.
Capcom for all this right
Yes,
now.
yeah.
All right.
Capcom.
This is
That's not
Capcom's
hard.
fault.
It's not hard.
Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the Uncharted movie has gone through a lot of iterations.
I'm okay with this right now.
There was a point where
It doesn't need a movie.
Mark Wahlberg was going to be Nathan
Mark-
Drake, which made no sense.
No.
Tom Holland was now going to play a young Nathan Drake
That's fine.
with
That would've been
director
fine.
Sean Levy. Well, Sean Levy has
Left.
left the project.
I speculate Sony is meddling too much.
At this
Too many
point,
fingers in the pot.
Yeah.
at this point, I would rather them turn it into a Sony animation film.
No, that I feel that wouldn't.
Oh,
fit.
yeah.
After Enter the Spider-Verse did
Yes.
so well,
Yes.
I wouldn't know if this. I don't
I
feel
would
that
see
this
that.
Would do, no, this
I
wouldn't
would
do
see
that well. This feels like it should be an action,
I think
live action movie.
I'm okay with live action, but
Didn't Nathan Fillion have interest?
He had
well,
a
no,
short.
he
He
did
did
a
the
short
short.
because
Yeah.
he
He
wants
wants
to.
to.
He
He
wants
wants
to
to.
do it. And he is getting in better shape as this rookie show goes on. So I mean, there's a positive to that show.
Yes.
So that's my thing is like
He just needs to land himself a AAA role.
he really does like that's the biggest piece for him is he does so well, and yeah, I think if he did an
Wait, isn't
Uncharted,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Giant blue guy.
giant guy who gets killed by finger up nose.
Die.
Oh, he dead.
No,
the-
he's not. He
oh.
rides. He's riding. The
Yeah,
thing.
but then
he's not
He-
dead.
Oh, he dead.
He's
yeah,
not
they
dead.
kill all of the survivors.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
He survived.
Or we can just have Nathan Fillion as Nova, which is clearly coming out.
Yeah. Old
End credit
Nova.
scene in Captain Marvel.
The
Calling it.
The end credit scene is her getting dusted.
No, she's not.
Also
dusted.
calling it.
Yeah, that would be totally worth it.
I don't know what you. I think you honestly just stop talking about this movie.
Yeah, it's between Uncharted and Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Like video game movies are very difficult to do.
Yes.
Yeah, what
That's
is the
because
most
that's
successful
because the
video
game
game
companies are
movie?
trying to.
Resident Evil 1.
Yeah,
That's
like
what
the
they-
first
maybe.
one?
Resident
The
Evil.
first Resident Evil movie was
okay.
okay.
Yeah, that was all right.
Because it didn't. It was like
Silent Hill gets a lot of flack. I loved that first
The
one.
first one was
one
good,
was good.
yes.
The first one was
First Silent
so good, and then
Yep.
Two was
yeah, which one? What are you talking about?
There's been good Silent
Where
Hill
Jon
movies that
Snow
aren't
was-
honestly Silent Hill movies.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, there's been some good horror
That
movies
was-
where you're like, this legitimately could have. They could have
Street
smacked
Fighter was
Silent
a
Hill
good
in front of
movie.
this and called it.
That was a good bad movie.
I was
But
gonna-
we're talking
It's like
about
the first
legit.
Mortal Kombat
I was gonna say
movie.
the
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat
movies
one's
were-
better.
And we
That's a good
all
one, too.
it keeps coming full
Super
circle.
Mario movies.
Mortal. We don't.
Hey, we're gonna get a good Mario movie.
But it's not live action.
It's not live
Not
action.
I know. There's always like what's his name? Blood Rain and those ones.
Let's not talk about Uwe Boll, please.
Thank you, Uwe.
Let's not Uwe Boll, please.
That's what I mean. Like,
It's-
I feel like honestly, you take the first game, you put a real actor there, you change up obviously the shots so you can get some cool action scenes that aren't from third person behind the
Yeah.
back type stuff. Like they did a great job with that short that Nathan Fillion
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like this is exactly what we need from
Yes.
an Uncharted movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him
Is-
solving puzzles, him connecting dots between things that makes me look really dumb.
Yeah. And that's just it. It's like the pieces are there, and Uncharted is the easiest.
It's Indiana Jones. It's modern day Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
That's Tomb Raider.
Yeah, but Tomb Raider didn't do that well.
I thought the newest one
The
was
new
good.
one
New
was a
one
good
I haven't
movie.
seen that one yet.
I
It was a
haven't-
good
I haven't yet.
flick.
I haven't yet.
It was a
It went
okay,
more realistic than cheesy.
guys. It
Okay,
was the
good.
first game. They legitimately did
Pretty
that.
much.
They were
Wait,
like, "Hey,
wait, the first game or the first reboot?
reboot."
Okay.
Ah,
reboot,
reboot game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first.
I was
game
gonna say like
insane.
that was way different. Angelina Jolie. That's not.
Well, they went for cheesy on that one.
Yeah, they
Where
well because
this
back
new-
then the game
where the
was.
new one.
Yeah.
It's grounded a little.
Yeah.
bit.
Well, back then the show or the games literally were like, "Oh, you found this cave where like the last remaining T-Rex is still alive. Kill it."
And now tigers.
Yeah, now tigers are gonna, and that's where the Angelina Jolie movies were going for.
Yeah.
Whereas, well, no,
I
but
can
like
see-
that
well, Cradle of
extreme like
Life,
crazy stuff.
Like
Yeah.
this.
Whereas this one was legitimately Indiana Jones, female protagonist, and an island. And we're gonna
Now
beat
dangers.
we're gonna beat the living snot out of this girl.
Yep.
She's gonna make it through everything. She's gonna dodge some traps. She's gonna raid some tombs.
And even the revelation of what it was
Yeah.
realistic.
Yes.
The ending.
So I should see this movie.
You should see it.
I'm
It's a good
looking.
movie.
It's on my radar. I'm not.
It's a good movie. Good flick. See, and I always like that about the Indiana Jones movies, though, where his relics were actually like legit relics, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Except
that's
Except for
why I
aliens.
did.
Is that the last
Tomb
one?
Raider
Well, no, the crystal
Well,
skulls.
crystal
Crystal
skulls-
skulls exist.
Yeah.
But they actually make those. Like they know humans make those.
Well, no, it was
You don't know
aliens.
that. You don't know that.
Aliens, man. Interdimensional beings, not aliens.
Uh,
No, okay. I have read enough stuff because there's a whole subreddit devoted to fixing movies, and people have tried to fix Indiana Jones 4, And it's like...
Everything just leads to
Well, no.
fire Shia LaBeouf.
And essentially, you're sitting there going, like...
Everything leads to remove Shia LaBeouf.
Don't do this and don't do that. Like, people want to get rid of the fridge scene, and you're like, no, because that's classic Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like, he jumps out of an airplane on a inflatable life raft and survives.
Yes.
Like, him jumping into a fridge
That's
is not
That's
un-Indiana...
lined with lead or something like that.
That's where the Indiana Jones movie... Like, when he landed... All of a sudden, it wasn't an Indiana Jones movie anymore. Like, that was the most Indiana Jones part of the entire film.
Mm-hmm. Nazis were very
communists in this one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because we moved up to the...
They've upgraded.
We upgraded to the Cold War. Because we were done with World War II.
Yes.
But, like... that movie had a lot of issues, and a lot of it was the added CG.
Yes.
Instead of just doing practical stuff.
Monkeys swinging.
Monkey swinging was, a large problem.
It's a significant problem.
There's editing issues.
Editing issues being that they didn't cut it, or...
No. Again, I think it was a Plinkett review, so if you go on to YouTube Plinkett, he did a review where they show a part of the trailer where Harrison Ford delivers one of his lines, and you're like, yeah, Indiana Jones. And then in the movie, they use a different cut, and it sounds like Harrison Ford was warming up.
Oh, no.
Where it's the part where it's like, I thought you were a teacher, and he's like, part-time. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, that fell flat. In the trailer, it's like, you're a teacher, and it's like, part-time, and you're like, that's more like, that's Harrison Ford's exuberance.
You need the gristly voice
But
in that.
part of it, like, the one that made the movie was legitimately him, like, what was the line again? Part-time? Part-time. All right. Part-time. Part-time.
Try it again.
Yeah, and then he actually delivered the line, and they're like, that was it. We're not going to use it, though. Whoever edited it was like, I liked the one that doesn't work.
Or they mixed up the editing, like, I think it was this one. Yeah, let's just go with this one.
Well, and they were missing parts of it where, like, even, Kate Blanchett pulls out a sword. Why doesn't someone just shoot her? Like, legitimately, or at least pull out a gun to shoot her and...
Click, click, click,
something,
it's empty.
It jams or something happens. Like, they pulled that in Temple of Doom where, all those guys come up with this...
had to show off
his fighting skills. See? Stupid.
Shia LaBeouf.
I've been practicing with a rapier. Why? Why?
Why?
Why
Because...
not?
Yes.
You never know when the moment will happen.
Hence,
I've never practiced with a rapier. I am fairly certain I would be all right.
I'm interested to see where this Uncharted stuff goes, because it's like between Uncharted and again Metal Gear, like it's those two golden gooses of movies. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Between
Thank you.
I know Jordan
That was
Vogt.
great improvisation, though.
That was because he was sick that day.
Jordan,
I don't want to.
Dysentery.
the director for Metal Gear he's very active on that project still. He apparently submitted a couple scripts already.
Yeah, but where's that gonna go?
We don't know. I mean, at least he's been on it, as opposed to this Uncharted movie where everyone's like radio silent.
Again, because I don't think anybody knows what's going on. Yeah.
No, well, in general, like everything has just been.
They hired Tom Holland. We don't hear anything.
That's why I figure Sony is just meddling too much.
See, and so at this point, I think we have to go to like they just codename this movie, stop talking about this movie until they've actually got something to show for this movie.
Yeah.
And it worked out better. Like that's that's an iconic scene in Raiders, and then they pull it off again in Temple where
it happens.
He sees the swords, he smirks, going like, "I got you guys," and his gun's gone, and you're like, "Aww," and you're like, because at least he thinks about it.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett pulls out a sword, and he's like, "I'll just keep driving," and you're going, "Shoot her!"
Literally anything else.
They want a
sword
fight.
I don't care.
Anything else but a sword
fight. They've never been in
so they put them on trucks, like
shooting.
Yes,
that's how we want our Uncharted movie. Is sword fights.
She
actually should
fight on the ground all the time. She wanted to go on a truck and sword fight.
I don't even mind.
Dangerous.
I don't mind having a sword fight in the movie, but like even in Raiders, it would have been he pulls out a sword, Indy grabs another one to defend himself. It still would have been like a street brawl, because it's not like you cannot tell me Indiana Jones would have been like, and riposte, here we go.
No, that was Shia LaBeouf doing it though.
I know, but that's what I mean. Like Indy would have been legitimately like rolling and like and lucky stab.
Because she would have deflected the bullets.
Okay, Star Wars.
It's not a Jedi. Wrong. It's not how the Force works.
It's not how you force things.
But yeah, like. But that's what I mean.
The point of it too, not even slicing it, pointing.
Like,
Would
just,
you like
just pull
your
full on like
bullets
Robin
back?
Hood, where the bullet just like
Yeah.
streams in half, and she's like,
goes
I cut your bullet in half.
goes around her.
"That's okay." Then Indy would have just curved a bullet.
And now we're going wanted.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is James
also not
McAvoy
a-
is also in.
James
It's actually a
McAvoy.
fairly decent film too for an action
Wanted?
flick. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I watched that again.
Cheesy.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's on par with like a Kingsman cheesy
It is.
type.
It is.
Kingsman was better
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
by
Both
like
of-
miles. But
leaps and bounds.
Wanted,
Both-
and they're like, "We can curve bullets," and I'm like, "I'm in."
Also, we have.
yeah.
Also, Angelina Jolie. You guys take her seriously, right? No.
Oh
Totally.
yeah, no, yeah.
No.
As an action star.
No. No. I've watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I know how this goes.
But yeah, so Uncharted, we don't know where. I don't know how they can't make this movie. They should be able to pull this
easiest-
off in
one
like
of the
a week.
easiest-
Like I
movie.
said, it's Sony.
I get that.
They're up and
It's
down right
Sony.
now.
Yeah. Well, because they released something really good, so you get Into the Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then you get trash from them, and you're like, "What happened?"
Mm-hmm.
So that's. I think it's finding the right writers first and get
Getting
an
a-
actual
get a good
script.
Yes.
Why not
The
just
script
hire the
is
guys
so
at Naughty
important.
Dog? They're not working on. I guess they're doing Last of Us right now, but that's
It should be
basically
done.
Yeah, that's.
But that's what I
it's
mean.
close.
Like, get some people from Naughty Dog in. In all honesty, hire the
Amy
Russos.
Hennig. Get Amy Hennig. Like they're not. They let her go recently.
But hire
She's-
the. You know what? In all honesty, hire the Russos. Well,
hmm.
no, because they've got that action thing. If you think of the
They can-
paintball episodes and that kind of stuff, they can pull this kind of stuff off.
I can see that, but I think they're a little bit. It's beyond their wheel well. I think you get the writers from Uncharted.
Oh no,
working
for
on
sure.
this
But
more
for
so than-
directors, Russos.
yeah.
Done. They've started their own little company.
Yeah.
They've also brought with them to their company the writers for all of the last few Avengers movies. Like,
Yeah.
bring them in, see what they can do. At least bring in something, because
Anything. Well,
essentially it could be the Russos making an Indiana Jones movie, and I'd be down for that.
I'd be interested to see what that project looks like. I'm sure it'd be fine, but
Yeah, but that's what I'm. Or again, bring in Nathan Fillion and part of that team that did that short.
get James Gunn to direct it.
Good God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That would honestly be that. I'd take that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Uncharted's crazy enough to go into the mystical, supernatural
No,
stuff
no.
already.
Really?
Right, because all those games always end with oh, it was just a gong ringing that caused earthquakes or something like
You
that.
clearly never played the first one.
I
That
remember
was
the first
really not even bad.
That was totally supernatural.
Oh,
And then the
was
last,
it?
yeah, it was.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It's a
Blue
disease.
zombies.
Disease.
Oh yeah, disease. I can count disease.
Yeah, but then it turns them into super mutants and super powered people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I want that.
Yeah, I want that disease.
It's not a
You
disease
don't?
at that point.
No, you don't.
Is it
Live longer, run faster, punch harder.
Yeah, it wasn't a supernatural. It was a disease.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
No, because he opened up the thing and the thing he
Yeah.
inhaled it and became infected.
with a ghost?
No.
Okay.
Just put these back on.
All right.
So in the end, it was not real. Hey, Halo developer, do you have a game that you develop? I'm just pondering, we do like playing games. I'll play it.
I'll play a lot of things.
I do play a lot of things. I have a lot of time off right now.
I have my time off is starting now.
I have to go back Monday.
Monday.
For one day.
That's unfortunate.
Dumb.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
unfortunate.
I guess your
job's
line
a
of
little
work actually
Yeah,
requires,
they
yeah.
require me to be there.
Oh, okay. It's
Okay.
Jake.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
Excellent.
Now I know. We're good. How's the game going? Because we do know this. He sent us.
Yes, you worked on something.
Yeah. Send us more. We'll play more. Play more.
Put it in VR.
Yeah, then he'll really play.
yeah.
Only for the PlayStation.
20 X is VR.
VR is awesome.
Moving on to the last little bit of news. This one was kind of rumored to be happening, but cool. Last bit of news.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
The remake, reboot.
Reboot.
Yeah.
I don't know
Reboot?
why.
I'm assuming softer reboot than anything else.
Because of the way the last one ended.
The last one was pretty vague.
No, the way they were going with
the
that.
way they were going was
that post-credit scene.
Yeah.
the next movie was supposed to be the big all-out like blowout movie. They were supposed to get all the villains back. They were supposed to get everybody who's been in pretty much one of these movies back and go all out.
That's not happening now.
That is not happening now, and I'm kind of okay with it because honestly, that's just a mess of a movie.
That would have just been CG everything.
Yeah.
Well, and in all honesty, like
CG all the things.
if you think of
Bring
how
McCracken back.
well, yeah, but if you think about how big a mess like 2 and 3 were story-wise with all that stuff going
on.
on,
So messed up.
now all of a sudden you have every villain back on top of like every storyline that has happened kind of like
So it's basically a final. So it's basically like the final encounter of a Final Fantasy game where they bring all the bosses back.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a complete gong.
Skimoosh.
And we don't like it because we have to go through all of it all over again.
Yeah. So instead of doing that, they're rebooting, and the rumors were true. Johnny Depp has
not
been
attached.
confirmed. He is not involved.
It's because he's part of a new series of movies.
Well, partially because, allegations have been made against his character, and he's also not that great an actor anymore.
Well, no, we've seen.
I'd like to see what he is and how he is in the Fantastic Beasts. I haven't seen that
Yeah, I
yet.
still haven't seen that one yet.
And that I think
Apparently
would
he's
be
good.
Yeah.
Apparently he's
He
the
is-
best part of the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a low bar or if it's a...
No, but the movie got good reviews.
Like that's the thing,
So
Johnny.
he's the best part of that movie too.
Yeah, Johnny Depp always used to do weird characters, but at least they were all different weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we all remember Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing was amazing.
Yeah, that was
Edward
great.
Scissorhands is crazy good. You see him in Dead Man, which is like a really indie movie. Super good flick. Also, he's different. Like, he did so many different roles. What's Eating Gilbert Grape as a drama movie with
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, he is a different person. Benny and June. Oh
He's
my
got
God.
range.
Great flick. And then all of a sudden,
Pirates.
well, Pirates happened.
Yes.
And we're like, oh my God, he is so good as Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he is.
And then he's like, oh, you like Jack Sparrow? I will do this for every
Everything.
film.
Willy Wonka.
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows.
You know what? Dark Shadows was all right, though.
Dark Shadows was okay, but
Yeah.
him in Dark Shadows was essentially just
Johnny Depp.
a light Jack Sparrow vampire.
Yes.
Like, that's the thing. I watch all these movies and I go, and then you watch his old stuff and go, refreshing. Allison,
Yeah.
yes, he played Jack Sparrow wearing a top hat.
Yes.
Willy Wonka as a younger Jack Sparrow in an adult body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like, all of it was very just Jack Sparrow-y, and it's like he got lazy and decided, like, this is my acting now.
Yeah.
So maybe he got actual directions in Fantastic Beasts.
Someone in Fantastic Beasts is like, you act now, good.
You say the lines properly.
Tim Burton is nowhere close to this production, other than Helena Bonham Carter was at one point connected to the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Like, he is nowhere close. You do not have to act like that.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
exactly.
it.
You're not drunk. You're not drunk in this movie. You're not
No
drunk.
rum. Where did rum go? Yeah, I don't know. So hopefully, yeah, in Fantastic Beasts he's good, but yeah, they've ditched him as Jack Sparrow. They've ditched Jack Sparrow as a character.
Which probably the smart move because there's so much in that universe.
It's a pirate movie. Do
Yeah,
pirate
but his
stuff.
role
There's
has gone
so
on for
much.
so long.
Yeah.
See, but that was the thing. Out of all the characters who should have gotten their own movies, Jack Sparrow was it.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
but it just went on
Yes.
And
too
on.
long.
And
Yeah.
on.
And again, like
Is
I
Johnny
said,
Depp in the Kingdom Hearts game?
I as a voice actor, no. He
You don't
doesn't
think so?
No, he doesn't voice
You don't think
act
so?
because he was not in Disney Infinity. And anybody can pretty much do the drunk pirate accent that
I just
Jack
wanna
Sparrow
check.
does. But that's the big piece of that one is it's a pirate movie. Like, lay hard into the actual pirate stuff because the first movie
they did Blackbeard.
I know they
So you
did
can't really-
Blackbeard and the Fountain of Youth and all that stuff, and I dig the fantastical stuff. But yeah, go hard into the first movie was very pirates, and then you found out they were cursed pirates, and you're like, neato. But the
Cool.
first part of the movie, you're legitimately just like, oh, pirates attacking. Neat.
Yeah. Pirates.
Yeah. Pirates attacking the side of a thing, which was very much part of the ride, like the ride that actually was inspired by was the inspiration for the movie in the first place. Like, it's there.
Yeah.
So
The
going
guy,
on,
the guy who does Gibbs is back as Gibbs in the game.
that makes sense.
That's cool.
Because
That's not hard.
He's
He's not
willing
doing
to
much.
do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not much of. He's not doing anything.
Would you like a penny, sir?
Yes.
May I have some
Um,
more,
What's
please?
a penny?
Yeah, this game won't be
Oh,
up
yeah,
for
we're
12.
Canadian. Sorry. Would you like a nickel, sir?
I got
Yes.
pennies when I was in America and I was confused on what to do with them, so I just threw them in a change jar.
You just threw them back at the person.
What am I doing with this thing?
What is this?
I got 4 of them. Why didn't you just
get really
Yeah.
scared and like throw them?
You just give me 1 more and then you just give me a nickel. No.
Because that penny is worth a lot here.
Yeah, that penny's worth like 5 cents here, man.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm excited for a different Pirates movie.
Yeah.
We'll see where they go with it, though.
You know where I honestly think they're going with it? So the Pirates...
Orlando Bloom.
No, the Pirates movie, or the games... No, game, where am I going with? The
Kingdom,
ride.
Kingdom Hearts?
No. The ride
Kingdom Hearts, guys?
got an update or is getting an update. So there was a part of the ride where there was a pirate and he was selling off women.
I remember this piece.
And they have subsequently gotten rid of that part, and the female who was the one getting sold off, it was this redhead in a big dress, with people shouting at her to, like, show me your larboard side, essentially, and all that kind of stuff. That is going away, but they're keeping the animatronic, getting rid of the big dress, and turning her into a pirate.
I thought they did that already.
Female lead.
I guarantee you, it's either being done or it's been done already to the ride. I guarantee you anything, she's going to be the lead in the next flick.
Yeah.
They're going to have a redhead pirate, female lady
That was sold off.
doing a thing. No, because she's not getting sold off anymore. The whole point
But
is
you could say she was.
maybe as a like,
origin
inside
story.
joke sort of thing.
No, not even
Yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty deep cut for fans.
No, that's an
No, it's
origin,
not.
because that's technically how the ride started.
Yeah.
Is she got sold off. So her origin was
She got
I was
sold
sold
off
off as a child.
something like that.
okay,
Yeah, I'm
alright.
down with that.
And then she
Empire.
turns into a pirate.
I'm down with that. But
That
that's
sounds
what I
like a One Piece character.
mean. That's what I mean. Like that would work for me as a film.
Because then it throws back to how they
Yeah.
used to have it. But you just put her as
That
a
would require good
child.
writers. So let's
You never know. It's Disney.
I trust them most of the time.
I got ideas. I'll do
Most
it for
of
you.
the time.
Most of the time, I trust them, and then they're like, "We're doing another Pirates of the Caribbean movie," and I go,
Money.
and then they're like, "We're doing a Haunted Mansion with Guillermo del Toro," and I get all excited on the inside, and then that goes nowhere, and I go, "Oh,
Guillermo del Toro would have done that justice.
yes." And again,
Anything he does actually does justice.
if he ever finishes a project, it goes really well.
Well, he won an Oscar, so he's done now.
Yeah, that's true.
He won an Oscar. He's good.
Because yeah, Haunted Mansion, there's so much in that ride
Yeah.
to go off of. You have a medium in a like Madame Leota. You can go off of that for a movie. Like the whole point to Haunted Mansion was it's like there are 999 ghosts who have had stuff happen to them, and as you go through, it's like, oh,
And as
this
a
happened to this
And
person.
as a monster designer, he would have a field day with that.
Well,
Or
and
would
again,
it
it
go
was
too
all
scary?
it was all ghosts. No, he legit. There's a
No.
part of the ride where, as you go through, there's this husband and wife, like all these pictures, and as you go past all the pictures, the husband's heads disappear,
Yeah.
and at the end, there's like the bride holding like an axe or whatever as like a till death do they part, and then you leave the room and you're like. That's what he wanted to focus on for his movie was this
Yeah.
bride who was chopping off people's heads, and I'm like, yes.
That would be epic.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, this is not going to be the Eddie Murphy version of,
Yeah, that one was way too.
They tried to take the whole ride and squeeze it into one movie. It's like, no. Guillermo did the right thing in his thought process of
And
take
then
a
the ending-
piece.
And the ending
And put
piece,
it in.
and the ending piece of that would have been like the camera pans out, and there's other stories that he could have been telling too.
Sure,
Yeah.
something happened, like totally.
They just pull a cabin in the woods kind of thing.
Or
Yeah.
what is it, 13 Ghosts? That has like all the different ghosts in the house, and they slowly unlock and do that kind of thing. Like,
That's
Well, that'd be cool.
but if she was the one that was kind of keeping all the other ghosts, toned down, and by the end of the movie she's gone, and all of a sudden, like
These other ghosts
the
just
next
break
ghost
loose.
pops out. Yeah, you get some like
That'd be cool. That'd be
you
cool.
build up to
Yeah.
it.
Write a movie. I'll.
All right, we
we
work
fund
on
it.
it every.
I'll fund it.
every-
I'll fund it.
We're really good at making movies.
We're really
You
good
do
at
that
making
one, I'll do
concepts.
the Pirates.
But yeah, like that one could have been good because Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one does. They've got like the prison scene
Yeah.
from the ride, and you're like, okay, that's cute because there's the homage with the dog, and you're like, good,
Dog. The key.
cool. When the pirates are attacking like the wall and the fort kind of thing, cool. Other than that, nothing has to do with the ride. Like other than them singing
Yeah.
yo ho, pirate's life for me.
Well, they've built enough in the past couple movies that they can work off of that for a new one as well.
But that's the piece, is then the second and third movies have nothing to do with the rides, and then they subsequently put that stuff into the rides, which is now gone from the rides. Like they added Barbossa, and they added Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, there was
Barbosa's all right.
And Barbosa, legitimately, they just changed the voiceover for one of the guys and gave him a big feather on his head. And, you know, show me Jack Sparrow! And you're like, oh,
Yeah, it's Barbosa.
It's Barbosa now.
Yeah.
But they didn't change, like, he still looks like the old pirate. They changed, it does not look like Jeffrey Rush standing on a boat. It's just like, you just hear the voice of, like, show me Jack Sparrow, bring me Jack Sparrow, or I'll, you know, take out your entire, and you're like, oh, he's really after Jack.
Yeah.
That didn't happen in the movies. So yeah, the reboot I think is a good thing overall.
We'll see.
Other than that, you had to.
I'm pretty tepid about having a new Pirates movie, though. To be honest, if I'm.
It depends on where they go with it.
It might be too soon.
It's not even that it's too soon. It's just it's like.
Do we need it?
Yeah. Like again, like
I like pirate stuff.
I'm okay with pirate stuff too. It's just there's just something that it's bland, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's where they finally got to, was especially with those. Like I said, the first movie did such a good job of like, oh, it's a pirate movie. Oh, they
did a lot of world building.
There's some great like sword fights and this going on.
And
like,
the soundtrack was there.
Everything was spot on. And then they're like, we're gonna make money.
Yes. And then they basically repeated the soundtrack from the first movie into all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Number 5 was the last one, and it was Jack Sparrow against. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
Dead Man Tells No Tales.
Dead Man Tells. Yes, against.
I guess it was another ghost.
What's his name?
Yes.
The guy from.
I can tell you movies, and I don't remember his name. Old
I
man.
know.
Dead Man.
No Country for Old Men.
He's also in that other James
Bartem.
Bond.
Bartem.
Bartel?
Yes.
No.
Tim Burton.
Going with that.
Hello, Ruski.
Hello.
Javier Bartem.
Javier Bartem, I believe is his name.
I've never seen No Country for Old Men. So
he was scary as all
James Bond.
boot.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in James Bond.
Which one?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Javier Bartem. Yeah, he's good. Like, and as a pirate, like as a Spanish pirate,
He was
totally
good.
cool.
Yeah,
really good.
They basically just did another ghost story for that one though.
The only problem is all of a sudden
Skyfall.
I think it was Skyfall.
Because the other piece to Pirates of the Caribbean was they weren't actually after Jack Sparrow.
No.
Jack Sparrow was after his boat.
Yes.
We talk about movies lots. We don't. Well, in the post-credit show.
We don't. If you're asking if you're asking if we put numbers on things, we don't do that.
But if you stick around for another
10 minutes?
10 minutes, we'll go to the post-credit show, and I'm assuming he's going to talk about Into the Spider-Verse. So
that's a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good movie. Yeah. Yes.
Do you know that YouTube guy?
We know that YouTube guy.
We know all the YouTube guys.
Mark MKBHD. We tweet each other all the time.
We are on YouTube.
We are YouTube.
I wish we were YouTube.
If we were,
I know Red Letter Media.
If we are YouTube, that's a problem. if we're YouTube, then that's a problem.
Well, okay, you're correct. Red Letter Media. I don't know him, but I've watched his stuff.
I don't recognize him.
I do. He does reviews and stuff. Fun reviews. That's the Plinkett kind of review that I was talking about. He does a good job. Cool. Either way,
thanks for joining.
Reboot.
Yes.
On the way.
That's it for now. Thanks for joining us today on our show. Thanks, gentlemen.
Yes.
Very big
Thank you.
Very good show.
Good job. Good.
Good show.
End of the year. Good job.
Yeah. Actually, we'll see you guys next time. Yeah. Or
join us in
5 minutes. You can just join us in 5 minutes. We talk about games and movies and everything else we've done in between. Life experience.
Games
you make it sound like we're so
deep.
We've got lots of like.
I wore my pajamas to work yesterday. Deep.
I wore a Pokemon t-shirt with a tie.
Ooh, good work.
Yeah.
So either way, join us for the post-credit show. We talk about games we've played, movies we've watched, and other nerd stuff we've done.
The past week or two or so.
If you like what you saw, please
hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Smash the subscribe button.
Don't just hit it once.
Smash that like button.
Don't smash it.
Smash it.
I'm telling you. Nice and gentle.
No.
Share.
Smash it.
Do what you will. Love us if you want to.
Share with your friends, families.
Yeah.
Anyone else in between.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys soon.
We'll see you soon, and join us
Happy
next
holidays.
Friday.
Our special
for the Pastcast, where we talk about everything that's happened in the last week.
That's the new theme song for the Pastcast.
We don't have a time yet, though.
No, we do not. So stay tuned to all of our social media for times for the Pastcast.
Most likely.
Hello, Tron player. You've caught the end of our show, but stay tuned because we're coming back in 5 minutes.
Don't close.
Don't
close.
leave.
Yes.
Don't go away.
5-10 minutes.
We have to reset the hamsters.
Within 10 minutes or earlier. 10 minutes or sooner.
We have to buy new hamsters.
Warn these ones out.
We need guinea pigs.
Them out, get
guinea pigs. Those guys are
fast. Resilient.
Yes.
All right. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Join us for the post-credit show, and you can check out barrelrollnews.com for all of our social media links. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.